Yo, I don't think no one plays like this in NBA 2K. If I'm being honest, you know, most players follow the same formula. Either drive to the rim, catch a shoot a three. But I feel like my playstyle, it breaks that mold completely. Talking about like optimizing that mid-range shot, shooting fadeaways. You know, I know some people do, but also the hop jumpers that you'll never see anyone take that shot. But in this video is about the most underrated, underused, and unexpected way to dominate in 2K. Mid-range shots, hop jumpers, like a real shot creator type. I've noticed that when defenders guard you, they're making one or two assumptions. One, they're expecting either a drive to the paint or a quick spot up three. This mindset is exactly why my play style becomes so unguardable, because when I come off a screen or a size up, I'm not doing neither. Unexpectedly, I'm stopping in the mid-range or beyond and pulling a hop jumper, something most defenders never prepare for. They bite on the drive, they collapse towards the rim, they hesitate to contest, and by the time they realize what's happening, the shot is already in the air. I mean, just watch the clips for yourself. Like, it's so funny to look, but it's like beautiful at the same time. So when defenders line up, they're already set to react to two main threats: rim running or a quick three off a catch or step back. But that's exactly why my play style is so hard to guard, because I take shots no one expects. I create space with hop jumpers, whether in the mid-range or beyond the arc, forcing them to make that bad choice. They either sag off expecting a drive or a collapse to the paint entirely, leaving me wide open for a shot hardly anyone anticipates. But you know, fadeaways, hop jumpers, midi shots, it's not the most flashy style, but I'm telling y'all, it's precise, it's controlled, and most importantly, it works. You know, unfortunately, like, most of the 2K community ignores the mid-range. You know, they look at it as like it's inefficient or unnecessary. But I'm telling y'all, like, in reality, it's space on the floor that's often wide open because no one expects you to stop there. When you build your game around that zone, you force the defense to stretch in uncomfortable ways. Pause, but like, you don't need to spam threes or chase dunks. You don't need a rim run. You control the pace. You control the spacing. You make the defense guess wrong. Like, shoot in their face or something. Take that hop jumper. The hop jumper for me is basically the core of my play style. It's the animation that creates that separation without needing screens or like ISO heavy dribbling, but I don't mind those either, you know, shout out to y'all. But executed correctly, it lets you stop on a dime, shift your defender off balance, and fire with enough space to green consistently. And when you use it behind the three-point line, oh my gosh, bro, it becomes even more dangerous because no one's prepared to contest that kind of shot. Like, to be honest, who do you see shooting hop jumper threes? So speaking about hop jumper threes, let me break down the build that makes this possible. I'm using a 6'8" shooting guard with an 86 3-point rating. And yes, an 86 3-point rating shooting hop jumpers behind the 3-point line. This gives me the height to shoot over defenders and range to hit difficult shots off movement, including hop jumpers behind the 3-point line. You don't need a 90+3 to shoot like this. What matters is timing, spacing, and confidence, and this build gives me all three. If you want, I can make a video on how to be more confident with shooting and how I got to where I'm at right now, because this is like my first 2K, or if you want a video on my build. I think most players don't take these shots because they don't trust themselves to hit them, but I do. I've trained my timing, learned the animations, and committed to a playstyle most people avoid because it feels quote unquote risky. That's the difference though, it's the confidence. I shoot shots others wouldn't even attempt, and I do it consistently too. What's even more important, I do this with or without a full squad. I'm not running comp teams or relying on playmakers to set me up. The style works with randoms, it works in rec, it works in park. It's self-sufficient. You can carry without needing a perfect chemistry or elite teammates. Like these clips that you see, I'm either running 1v1s or I'm running with no squads, randoms in theater or rec. One thing I want to show y'all is like you can play exactly like how I play it, and you can do it with randoms too. Like you can carry random. When you play with randoms, they're trying to get that open three or they try to get a rim run, and of course the defender knows that. But when it comes to me, like I can get my buckets like less than 8 seconds. But like if you want, I can show y'all like how to score with randoms and how to win with randoms. You know, this playstyle isn't just for comp players. It's not something that only works with a full squad. But I built this playstyle playing with randoms. Hardly any screens, hardly any setups. Just understanding spacing, timing, and what the defense gives you. And the truth is, the defense is going to give you a lot, especially in the mid-range. You know, most players don't look for it, so it's open almost every possession. But you just need to be willing to take the shot. You don't need a perfect team to score. You don't need a 99 three-pointer to hit. But you do need confidence. You need the right tools, and you need a play style that doesn't rely on anyone else to get going. Hey bro, this video is not for the comp players. This ain't for the sweats. I'm talking to my casuals, the one who want to get buckets playing. You know, you can be a casual. You can casually play the game and you can get your buckets. You can be the one to lead your team in scoring. You know, I do this in rec. I do it in park. Well, if I got my IRLs, I do it in park. Majority of the time, you know, I got nobody be playing on 2K like that. You know, they all be on a different game, but so I gotta run it up with randoms, 1v1s, but I'm telling y'all, like, you can still be the leading scorer if you play with randoms in rec, if you play randoms in no squads in theater. This is that play style. So if you're tired of sitting in the corner hoping for a pass, if you're tired of being told your shots are bad just because they aren't rim runs or threes, or if you're the kind of player who plays solo but still wants to feel like you're in control, this is your lane, bro. Hey, but no, for real though, shout out my casuals. You need help, you need guidance, you want to score on the game. I'm telling y'all, like, this is literally my first 2K, and I remember when I first started, I felt like a scrub day one. I felt like everyone has been playing 2K annually. That's my assumption. But I've never encountered anyone attempting to shoot a hop jumper before. But I do see some players that'll use the animation to dribble and cancel out. I've seen the Kyle Lowry animation, and to be honest, that's a good hop jumper animation because of like how far it separates you from the defender. But the animation I use for my pull-up jumper and hop jumper is Devin Booker. Shout out Devin Booker because this is what he actually does. Also, I hardly see people utilizing the MIDI, maybe like 10% of 2K players I've seen before, but I hardly see people with a high mid-range as well. I hardly see people with a high mid-range attribute, and the funny thing is sometimes when I play against them, they won't use it as much as I do myself. On my own build, I have a 94 mid-range attribute. That's the highest I could get it without lowering my wingspan on my 6'8". 2K calls my build a two-way sharpshooter, but I use it like a two-way pure shot creator. I do want to make a 6'4" guard build because of the height. I can get my MIDI at a 99 attribute, and just imagine what I could do. Even though my current has a 94, a 99, I probably green contested shots on a regular basis. Take what I've shown you in this video, apply it, and you'll start seeing the game differently. You'll stop playing the game like everyone else, and you'll start playing like yourself. This is the most underrated style in 2K, and if you master it, you won't just play different, you'll win different. If you found this video entertaining or informative with the clips I had, could I please at least get like 2 likes, 2 comments? If y'all want my build video, if you want a 6 video, how to shoot, how to green, how to carry randoms, and rec. I got you with all of that. Shout out the viewers on TikTok. I definitely got y'all with the build video y'all been asking, but I appreciate y'all. I'll see you in the next video.